All right, so this is not connected. Thank you for telling me. I mean, I just got all excited here. I know everybody that's watching this wants to see how I forget to connect all the time. Okay, so this is part of our new standards, and we had constraints on it's supposed to be absolute value, and I think we've already done stuff like that. We did that in Unit 1. We're supposed to have constraints on exponentials. Well, we've already done that also in when we graphed them earlier in this unit, what we had before Thanksgiving by having the asymptote. So we're just going to look at quadratic inequalities. Okay, so yes, you have 4 different forms. It can be less than equal to, greater than equal to. All right. So basically, the first thing we have to do here is, and I know y'all need, just try to hold your just outstanding, just awesome remarks that you're going to have about your handout, because I know it's just superbly done, so it's a little bit easier for y'all to follow along. So here we have, we're just going to factor it like we would before. All right. This is a -3, this is -2, so we're going to have a +1 here and a -3 here. So again, when we solve this, we're going to have 2 different things. We're going to have a -1 and a +3 for solutions. Okay. That's kind of the easy part. All right, so if we were graphing this, all right, this is going to be region 1, region 2, and this is just a visual representation. I don't fully expect y'all to do this all the time, but it's just a good way to see what's going on. All right, so we're going to choose some test points right here. Let's choose -2. Let's choose 0. And let's choose 4. All right. So what we do with these test points is we're going to plug in to our original inequality. All right. So So this is just going to go like this. And I know y'all wish y'all could do this. All right. So let's plug in our test points. Okay. So we plug in -2. So we have parentheses -2 squared. Whoa. -2 times -2, and then -3. All right, that gives us 5. All right, is 5 less than 0? No, so this is false. Okay, so it's not going to be, we just had a test point, so this region is out. Okay, let's plug in 0. This gives us 0 squared minus 2 times 0, 0. We get -3. Is -3 less than or equal to 0? Yeah, so it's true. This makes a true statement. Okay, I know some of y'all are like super lost right now. I can tell by the way that you're looking, but just bear with me. And we're going to choose our last test point of 4. and we get 5 again. All right, so this is false. So the only true thing is in that region of region 2. Okay, which means that all of our possible answers are going to be right here. So our actual answer to this is -1 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 3. That's really it. Okay, and it's talking about constraints because we've looked, could it be greater than 3? Could it be less than -1? And basically, you don't have to sit there and like do this chart and do the graph, but it kind of helps to visualize. Okay. Plus, I've never taught it this way before. I've honestly never taught this before, but I saw this chart and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm kind of a visual learner. I cannot do math in my head. You know, if people ask me, they're like, hey, I got a math question for you. I'm like, wait, let me get a pencil and paper. Okay, I can't do it in my head. I'm not that good. All right. So let's try another one. Okay. So we have this time. So we're going to factor. We're going to have a +1 and a -2, which gives us a -1 and a +2. Okay. So -1 and 2. All right, so this is region 1. Let's say a test point of -2. Does that sound fair? Sure, Jeffrey, sure, awesome. Okay, thank you, students. All right, region 2, test point of 0 and 3. You can choose 3. All right. It's 2. Oh, try that again. Squared minus 2. So we're going to just kind of end up plugging this in. All right. So plug in -2. So -2 squared minus -2 minus 2. All right. This gives us 4, so this is false. Circle it. Okay. We have 0. Plug this in. This is also false because we get -2, and there's no way -2 is greater than 0, so this is false. All right. And then we plug in 3. Okay. And we get 4 again. Well, this is true. So our actual solution to this is x is greater than 2. Okay. You're not always going to have like 2 different things. It's going to be like one or the other. Okay. Yes. Well, we got 4. Let's see. Did I type that in right? Hang on. So we have -2 squared minus -2, which is like +2 minus 2. All right. Oh, we did get, oh, it is true. 4 is greater than 0. I was thinking it was a less than 1. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a whole heap of sense. Huh? Yeah, you just move your circle over, just like I did. Just that easy. All right, so this one actually does have 2. told y'all I hadn't taught this before. So this would be x is less than -1. Okay, so maybe we do have two things. All right. Now, as far as, here's the big thing. Let's kind of step through the process right quick, okay? Because the process is bigger than all the calculations. All right. The first thing I did was factor, and that gives me these 2 points right here. And I only have this graph right here is because I know some people have to have the visual. Well, what's something that's less than -1? What's a number that's in this, and what's a number that's in this? And you're just picking out stuff just to see which ones work and which ones don't. Okay. And you just test them out. Now, can you possibly do this without having to do the chart and everything? Yes. Okay. I personally would at least have to do the graph so I could see it. Okay. Thank you for double checking my craziness. I appreciate that. That still cracks me up because some of y'all are like, wait, you're like, hey, you have a typo. I'm like, okay, thank you. What? I'm not that type of person. All right. So let's factor this thing. All right. What are the factors of 5 that add up to 6? Yes, 5 and 1. Thank you for pantomiming that to me. So now, if you had, so that means this would be 1. So our x equals 1 and 5 because it's the opposite. Okay. So again, we have our different regions, like 1, 2, and 3. All right. So like a test point right here could be 0. And a test point right here could be, I don't know, 3. That looks like a good number. And we could choose 6 right here. Now, you can choose any number, like in region 1 or 2, anything that's bigger or smaller. You're going to get the same answer if you use negative bajillion for region 1 right here as you would if you're just using 0. Okay. So now if we were plugging this in, so we would have, 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 5, which gives us 5, right? I did that correctly. All right, and 5 is 5 less than or equal to 0, so that's false. Okay. 3 squared, 6 times 3 plus 5. 6 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 5. Okay, and we get -4 here, and that is less than 0, so this one's true. And then we're choosing 6. This one I can actually do in my head. Okay, so this is 36 minus 36 plus 5. This is going to give us 5 again. And this would be false. All right, so all of our numbers have to be in between 1 and 5. So the actual solution is 1 is less than x is less than or equal to 5. Okay. Now, kind of an odd thing. I don't know if y'all have noticed this. When we're doing like regions 1 and 3, I'm just choosing like one number just off of that. They end up being the same thing. Why do you think our values right here end up being the same thing? Yes, because it's symmetric. Very good. Y'all starting to feel a little bit better about it? Yes, no, maybe? I got a thumbs up, got a head nod. Somebody's still staring at the screen because they don't give me some type of confirmation, yes or no. We used to do like the thumbs up, I got it, thumbs down, I'm lost in the sauce, and then thumbs in the middle, yeah, about like that. Okay. Just don't use your middle finger to do that. All right. So for people at home, you're kind of on your own. Okay. Because I'm actually stopped recording right here. We're going to go over a couple of these in class. And if you have questions, you can email me or you can subscribe. Because apparently, if I get subscribers, apparently I get money. Is that true? But I have to get a lot of subscribers, right? Okay. So I got to get 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 hours of watch time. I have 5 subscribers, so I'm only 995 subscribers away. Yes. Good stuff, good things, roll time.